Well, I made a trip down to the dollar store for cat food, and I have taken off the quarter fairing. Yeah, I always run that quarter fairing, but I was trying to isolate a rattle, so I took off the fairing to make this trip. I found out it was the fairing, the fastener one was loose, and that was what was rattling. But I thought, well, I'll drive it anyway and find out if there's anything else that was bugging me. But no, that was it. But the fairing tends to bounce back a lot of noise, so if you have any rattle going on, it comes right back at you. But I'm taking a break before I go have an ice cream sandwich. I was going to mention earlier today, I happened to be watching a YouTube video. Oh, I think it was on Forbes channel, but it was Cruz and Kennedy, senators, chewing on Mayorkas. Oh, I tell you, that was a pleasure to watch, because a lot of our problems that are going on can be traced back to Mayorkas. He's the Secretary of Homeland Defense, Homeland Security, or whatever the hell it is. But he's the main guy, and he's a piece of crap. But, oh God, they were chewing his ass. That was good to see. He needs it. I thought they were going to try to get rid of him one time, but I think they're just trying to embarrass him into quitting now. But I think he's got to go. Like that whole thing with the border. I mean, that's all him. That's yeah, Harris was the border czar, but Mayorkas was really running that whole operation. A lot of operations, he's there. He's doing the dirty work. He's that slimy bugger. But man, Kennedy can really chew on him. And Cruz, if he gets going, he ain't no slouch either. So he's going to be pissed that Mayorkas is going to have an axe to grind with them people. But damn, he's a pitiful excuse for having in this administration. I mean, this is a bad administration, but he really takes the cake, man. A lot of problems can be traced back to him. Because they stuck every other thing under Homeland Security. And then you put that jerk in charge of Homeland Security? Well, hit the road. But that was refreshing to see. Mayorkas getting his ass chewed. But no, I can put the bearing back on. But it's easy, it just pops on over the turn signals. And then there's two wire ties that I use, the cable ties, to hold it so it wouldn't pop off, but it would rattle. So I use them. Well, that's where the rattle is coming from. One of them wire ties was broke. So stick that back together. It's odd to run without a fairing. That little quarter fairing, for not that big a thing, makes a hell of a difference. It bugs me because my other SR, I need to put, well, either a quarter fairing or they make even a little fly screen that goes on. Just kind of streamlines it a little. That would help. But the problem is that bike is all aluminum stuff, so I don't want to put some plastic thing on there. And an aluminum quarter fairing for that, they make them, but it's about $500. And the thing I don't like, it's a frame mount, and I like the handlebar one that just clamps on the headlight. So it's something I got to sort out. But I'm going to try to get top speed out of that other bike, and damn, anything over about 60 miles an hour, you get a lot of wind resistance. You need something. And I need it to be out of aluminum. So we'll see. But this one I can pop that little quarter fairing. It's like a $50 unit. I've got 2 spares on hand, in fact, because I do like them.